And boom, monkeys, we are back. We've got a little bit of a freaking emergency stream going. It's not really an emergency stream, but I guess a special stream that myself and the Twinksters are gonna do. And the name of the stream is called Phantom Upgrade Alpha with Mr. Angry Twinkie. Twinksters, hit it. Oh, dude, no, you missed it, bro. You missed it. Your soundboard's not connected, bro. You missed it.
So bummer, man. Bummer, man. All right. Well, had technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. We had to run in to try to put this one together. So we had some
actually freaking running in pretty fast, man, trying to get this freaking update out, this alpha up there, man. So, dude, we made it by the skin of our teeth, bro. We almost didn't even make it today, bro.
Yeah. It was definitely a hot one. So cool. I think the people here probably want to hear what's kind of going on. Some of the stuff we came across that we were chatting a little bit earlier. What do we got going on today, Boogie?
Jack and shit, man. I was just freaking. I was actually working out, man, when you contacted me about this shit, man. And I started looking it up, and I was like, yeah, you're correct. Shout out to Black Label Expat. He states upgrade. I think it's a new blockchain. Yeah, we're gonna elaborate on that. We are gonna elaborate on that. Centurion 54X, yeah, from the 2-minute read, it is a new blockchain 101 pairing with FTM. That's what I'm turning into. Here's someone smarter than myself to explain this. Exactly, man. Exactly, bro. Twinksters, I think we should go first with Bitcoin, bro, and then we'll go to the Phantom chart, and then you can drop us the news. What do you think? Or no,
for sure.
We'll do Bitcoin, then you give us the news, then we'll cover the Phantom chart, bro.
Perfect. And for the people, we're doing it live here. So and hey, Boogie, why do we like to talk about Bitcoin so much? I got a little bit of Bitcoin, right? It's definitely not my biggest bag by any stretch of the imagination. I got some, but why is it so important for us to talk about Bitcoin?
It dictates which way the market's going. Even though I call it boring ass Bitcoin, dude, I don't really hold a lot of it. I hold more ETH than I do BTC, but nevertheless, it does dictate which way we go, man. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. It is, love it or hate it. It's virtually got a 1-to-1 correlation with the rest of the market. Whichever way Bitcoin goes tends to drag the rest of the market with it.
Exactly. Let's move on to the freaking charts, and we'll hit this up pretty quick. Mind you, cats, today is not going to be a very long stream, so it's a little bit of a drive-by stream, if anything, man. Yeah, man. With full autos, dude. You know what I'm
saying? Real quick before we get into that, I did check out that whole Vatican apparitions, spirits, alien things we were talking about yesterday, and so I did not check out the full press release on it. I looked at the quick summary. It looks like they weren't necessarily saying anything new about aliens or spirits. What they did was revise some of their guidelines for classifications. Basically, I think dealing with potentially future entities and encounters, and are things miracles or not? And so it seems like they're ratcheting it down and tightening up the guidelines further since 1978 or what have you.
Yeah. I was actually looking it up. I was actually checking my freaking timeline, bro, or I was checking the time in Vatican City, bro. And I was looking for that freaking article. I couldn't find anything on it, bro. Then I freaking knocked out, bro. It was getting too late here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Sure. Moving on, let's go on to a little bit of Bitcoin. Let's see where BTC is heading, man. Now, today, since yesterday, man, we were starting to pump a little bit. We had a little bit of a freaking doji candle. Of course, this candle has matured on the daily. Current values of 66,884. We've already compromised this immediate area right here, or this set of candles. And hopefully before the end of the day, we can beat this one out, bro, which is a value of about 67,945. Analysts do believe that next week we should be breaking all-time highs again. Of course, quote what they're saying. It may be freaking buy the freaking or sell the rumor. How's that go, Twinkie? What's the terminology for that?
Isn't it buy the rumor, sell the news? I don't know. I buy tops and sell bottoms.
Exactly. So we should be compromising this by next week, as per what the analysts are saying. I can see that as a possibility. The EMA ribbon entails that we do have a shitload of support. Now, mind you, the EMA ribbon does seem like it wants to turn. Currently, it's still red on the top side and yellow on the bottom side. So hopefully we still keep bouncing up, and we are basically we already broke through this ascending triangle, and it would not surprise me if we compromise this area of about 73,590, and we start going to the fifth portion of the Elliott wave. Let me show you that chart, cats, to show you exactly what I mean. And I think it's this one that I have here. Boom. turn this off. This is on the weekly, and this is what it's entailing, and this is what it's looking like right now. As you can see on the weekly, the EMA ribbon is acting as a huge area of support, man. So we're probably going to use that as rocket fuel to go ahead and go up into a freaking price discovery. Now, my question is, this is probably why Charlie has an extended fifth wave, because it could be that this fifth wave runs stronger than this 2 to 3. So this would be an unconventional Elliott wave. Now, usually textbook method, when you do have an Elliott wave sequence, you're usually followed up by an A, B, C corrective wave. That's usually what happens. But if things are extremely bullish after the halving, that usually doesn't occur. I wish I could show you cats that wrecked capital freaking chart that I presented to you cats yesterday. If you guys want to see that, go ahead and check out the stream that I did post up yesterday, monkeys. In other news, evolving into what Twinkie's going to talk about, and the alpha he is dropping. Of course, I'm going to mention what Sonic Goat talked about, but according to Zero Edge, Tyler Durden, Biden agrees to a debate between Kamala Harris and Trump's VP pick. Dude, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, Twinkie. I'm hoping it's Vivek Ramaswamy, man. I'm really hoping for that, bro.
So that guy's been a killer, right? It's been real interesting watching Vivek tangle with the media, tangle with opposing sides, and the like. Very skilled debater, very articulate. Yeah, I think he would mop the floor with Kamala.
Dude, poor Kamala, bro. I would recommend she just doesn't show up, bro. Vivek's gonna freaking tear her a new one, bro. If it's him that's selected, of course, man. It never really pans out that way. The vice we always want, we never get, man. Hopefully, freaking Trump does freaking end up picking Vivek. I was listening to Tim Pool earlier today, man, and I'll keep this short. He did state that he does believe, along with Matt Wallace, that was it Matt Wallace or yeah, the one that made that freaking one movie. What is a woman? Matt Walsh. Quote me on that.
Yes,
They do believe that the deep state will probably let Trump win, so they could give freaking people hope that you can believe in the American voting system, and then just try to probably erase what he did in the next 4 years after he's done with his freaking final term. You know what I'm saying? So evolving that, let's go back to X and let's see what the Sonic Goat is saying, man. According to the he posted something, man.
Yeah, he was the Phantom Goat just yesterday.
Yeah, now he turned into the Sonic Goat, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, as per what he's stating, the way that I look at the upcoming proposals is fairly simple. Does the potential upside for Phantom or freaking $S, including price appreciation for tech advancements, airdrop / point campaigns, liquidity grants, incentives, builder grants, events, auditing support, stronger marketing, access to ETH liquidity, chain security, and much more. Potential Coinbase listing, ? Outweigh X percentage dilution, ? I think yes. Bullish for $S. Now, for you cats that don't know, $S is supposed to stand for the new freaking symbol for Phantom. Now, if you guys look at my thumbnail, you could clearly see that I crossed out Phantom and I put Sonic on there, bro. I was actually having a talk with Twinkie about this. Twinkie, I think that shit is not marketable if they just go with freaking S. Of course, Sonic works great, but I'm sure there's ticker symbols out there in other cryptocurrencies that already have that. I would at least like to see a small F Sonic for marketing purpose. What do you think?
So I wonder if they're avoiding it because Sonic the Hedgehog and like, which look, the community is going to meme it into existence regardless. Yeah. I wonder if there are financial rules and considerations surrounding that. Also, too, there's the whole Sonic food chain. So I'm not like a copyright lawyer in this particular case when it comes to different brands and IPs and the like. I am just speculating here. I agree. $S, it's a little sketchy, but maybe that's going to be the new meta, right? We've got like the X platform from Elon. We'll have Sonic with just the S. Who knows? It's interesting to see. I agree with you. It's, hey, $S. Hey, check out the ticker symbol S. Well, if you've got shot hearing, which, hey, I'm a former musician. I know you like things that go bang. Like a former working musician, I should say. You might sometimes those S's can sound like F's. right? And other things, it can be a little hard to distinguish sometimes. So we'll see how that plays out. I agree with you. Not the most marketable ticker of all time. We'll see if that's what they move forward with. The interesting thing is because it'll effectively be a new chain, they get first dibs on whatever hell, base L1 token ticker they want to have on the network.
Yeah, I agree, Twixters, and I see where you're coming from. Now, it would be dope if they could just have Sonic, because that shit sounds fast, bro. It sounds, I think of freaking Gaio from freaking Street Fighter, bro. Sonic Boom, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Sonic.
Yeah.
That's another good one, right? Hey,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go, Boogie. For anyone watching, Boogie's going to meme that into existence on the new Sonic chain.
Yeah, Sonic Boom. But I would have really liked to see F Sonic. I think that would have been a perfect ticker, or just go. You know what I'm saying? FSON.
Yeah.
That would have been dope, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Drop us the alpha, Twinkie. What do you think's gonna happen, bro? What did you glean from that article you were forwarding me, man? And as for what Black Label Expat is saying, upgrade, I think it's a new blockchain. He may be right.
I think it's both. So if you would be so kind as hopefully this will work with me today. If I could get a share.
You want me to share it, Twinksers?
Please. So I'm going to throw this link. Actually, let's see here, because we're running so hot and like literally ran in the door. I was working on my roof line. So Boogie, I'm going to throw something in the StreamYard over here. If you can. I got a hole I got to patch up in my roof line due to some damage I took up there in the winter that I noticed the other day. So was getting that done, and like swapping some messages with Boogie. It's like, oh shit, let's get a quick stream in, because this is kind of breaking information I think is really important. So over on the Phantom Foundation forums, try saying that 3 times fast.
Phantom talking about forums, Phantom Foundation forums, Phantom. Okay, man, I get your point.
Good alliteration on that one. They had this post about building the Sonic Boom, and they had this nice summary here. So I'm just going to read the bullet points, and I encourage folks, to read into this themselves. Long story short, they're going to have the launch of a blockchain network, Sonic Network, with a native token of the ticker $S, or really S. That's going to be a fun one, I think, to try to look at on Deck Screener and whatever else. It's a new Layer 1 blockchain with a native Layer 2 bridge connected to Ethereum and beyond. So we had heard previously about upgrades to Phantom and updates to Phantom, as well as this Layer 2 bridge connected to Ethereum, which they either kept really close to the vest, and or I completely missed it in my read-throughs on prior stuff for Sonic. I didn't know that this was going to be a new Layer 1 chain. I was chatting with a few folks before today's stream. It seems like none of us really knew this previously, so it was interesting to catch on this one. The awesome thing that they're stating here is, again, pending some governance votes and the like, if you hold Phantom today, you will have the ability to migrate their tokens for a 1-to-1 ratio at Genesis for the S token. Again, all contingent upon some governance votes. They also talk a little bit about bridge architecture to provide users with some dApps, and as well as users with improved performance compared to the existing Opera network. I think most of us have seen a lot of the stats, time to finality, transactions per second, and the like, as well as improvements in some of the backend database architecture they've made for Phantom on that front, all to be powered by Sonic. Yeah. They stated, hey, we're committed to providing validator support for Opera. And I know Andre and Michael have chatted a bit about this previously, as have some other Phantom Foundation folks, where they indicated they do expect over time people would work between Opera and Sonic, but it was not clear at that point in time that it was effectively going to be a separate one, L1 chain. So to me, this indicates the foundation for Phantom Foundation will have direct Opera support for who knows how long, but I would anticipate fairly organically stuff will migrate over to Sonic over time. So I think the real question I have on this one is, what's the amount of time that it'll be supported in parallel? So the good news is they've earmarked hundreds of millions of Phantom from the Treasury. There'll be a bunch of governance votes and the like, and they have some expanded explanations here in this, as well as some prior blog posts, again talking about some level of technological advancement they've made. But the big hot one today was the fact that, hey, make no mistake about it, flag in the sand, it's going to be a separate L1 chain. So the immediate thing that jumps out at me is this does not appear to be like Pulse Chain is effectively, it is a forked version of Ethereum. This does not seem to be a fork of Phantom as far as I have seen reading into this. As I dig into this more, I'll have some further things to say. It looks like it's a brand spanking new L1 chain on this stuff.
I don't think I've ever seen this before, Twinkie. I don't think anybody's ever attempted an experiment like this. Well, that I know of. I mean, I may be wrong. Where you have to, at Genesis, migrate your tokens from point A to point B.
Yeah, and so the good news is they would have some rough idea about, hey, they might slap a time gate on this somewhere down the line, or they may sit there and say, if you held this many tokens, then you're allocated this many tokens. So with this comes a whole bunch of questions that I haven't seen answered in this article. Again, this article was posted earlier today, so hot off the presses type scenario. As far as some upcoming proposals, the first one is live, so figure out how you want to vote. I have a feeling the overwhelming majority of the community is going to vote yes for a one-to-one swap. Yeah. Then there's also some upcoming proposals about airdrop programs, growth opportunities, and key strategic objectives for the growth of Sonic, as well as validator rewards. So, okay. Cool. The obvious one is Phantom one-to-one token going from Phantom to S in the future.
Yeah.
Got it. What's going to happen to people who've got their stuff in any sort of staking program? It's tied up in an LP. What if you're on Phantom on an exchange? I think the easiest one to answer of those array of questions is, what if you've got Phantom on an exchange? Let's say hypothetically you've got it on Kraken and it's native Phantom. I would anticipate, similar to what we're seeing, Fetch and Ajax and Ocean. If you hold Fetch, you'll effectively wind up with one-to-one swap for ASI in the future. On that front, I have a feeling Phantom Foundation will do something similar for things like staking and LPs. That's the one I'm really seeking answers on. I'm not personally making any moves at this instant as far as yanking LPs or running for the hills and swaps. In fact, given that this is not financial advice, I'm just saying this is likely what I am doing. I'm going to continue to watch the Phantom ticker symbol, look at the price movement in Phantom. If I like it where it dips, knowing, or very confident, I should say, in the future that, hey, they are doing this one-to-one swap, I'm going to go buy some more Phantom. That's my personal play.
Yeah. Now, what do you think, Twinksters? Of course, I know you don't have the answer to this, and of course, this article doesn't emphasize all the details. It says a one-to-one ratio at Genesis. From the way I read that, man, that sounds like you will only be able to do it within an allotted time frame. If that's correct, what would happen to the other tokens? Would be a situation like Gala, where the OG tokens goes to shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we have enough information to make an ultra informed decision on that one. I see Z's rolling through the chat saying like he was hoping to wake up one morning and see Phantom transactions through the roof showing the upgrade is done. Now we've got the possibility of an entire new L1 launch. So I know myself, I'd say for me, this will be like by the time I'm on the far side of this, I'll have been around for what I would count effectively like a cycle and a half coming in 2021 heavily into this space and really get my brain wrapped around it. I haven't done 2 full 4-year cycles at this stage, kind of got the back end of the prior cycle. New L1 chain, who dis? I think the exciting thing there is it's going to be a clean chart. There will be nothing on that chart for anyone who just looks purely at charts. It's not going to be, in principle, bogged down by the history of Phantom because it's an all new chain, new ticker.
Yeah, exactly, man. Here Zenith is making comments. Z, he's saying, I was hoping to wake up one morning and see Phantom transactions through the roof, showing the upgrade is done. Now we have a possibility of an entire new L1 launch. And then he goes on to mention May 24th is the unofficial date for ASI launch. So
yeah,
let's see which way this freaking ends up going, dude. Twinkie, you and I were talking about this, bro. There is no way Spooky Swap does not know about this shit, bro, or they haven't received alpha on this way before we did. You know what I'm saying? Spooky Swap being one of the main dexes in crypto, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I agree. I think some of the heavy hitters in the Phantom space, like some of those dexes, that they have to have been clued into this, like to to get them moving in the appropriate direction. So I wouldn't be surprised, if there's some sort of NDA or something on that front. For anyone again who's out in the southwest part of the country, Phantom's got that after hours event over at Consensus on Wednesday, May 29th. I don't know how difficult it is to get tickets or, try to get in the door on that front. I would be very curious if anyone rolling through the chat, any of the audience members, if you're rolling through that, please let us know what you hear. Unfortunately, I would love to be there. It's just not in the cards for me right now. Be very curious to hear, but I am super excited. Both somewhat dismayed to hear that, hey, surprise, it's a new L1, but at the same time, really excited because the Phantom Foundation clearly has a proven working history of making things happen. I am also very intrigued and interested in seeing what happens for the Sonic stablecoin solution. So obviously currently USDC through the wormhole bridge is deemed the official stablecoin of Phantom Opera. Are they going to take that same play on Sonic, or are they going to pursue a slightly different route?
Exactly, man. Exactly, bro. And well, with that data, Twinkie, let's show these cats the chart to see how Phantom is doing. I'm assuming I just pulled up the chart. I haven't opened it up yet. I'm assuming that this bullish news would probably make the freaking coin pump up in its value, bro. I'm saying now, cats, I'm also going to cover Boo because Boo is probably the most associated token with freaking Phantom. And that's pretty much going to cover it as far as those tokens goes, cats. Let's see what the Phantom chart entails on the daily, and then we'll evolve it into the weekly, son. Now, Phantom's current value is at about 79 cents. We're getting a little bit of a dip here, man. This is looking a little bit like an inverse hammer. But then again, maybe this is bearish or maybe it's bullish. I'm cool with it because I'm cool with this shit freaking dropping in value, bro, because I would want to catch it here at least about 59 cents or 60 cents. Will it come down to that value? I don't freaking know off the top of my head, man. Taking some freaking measurement tools from this bottom here, pushing it forward, it does seem that we have started a new cycle from this value here of about 63 cents. And if we keep evolving into its 20-day cycle from that price point all the way to about day 14, you're talking maybe about May 29th when we end up seeing a new higher low for it. Perhaps up over here at about the 87 cents range. And then later on, it would probably need to compromise this immediate area here of about freaking $1.01. If we go over to the weekly on Phantom, but before we do that, let's check out the EMA ribbon. You can see that the EMA ribbon is still somewhat bearish for Phantom, even though we are above it. The red portion is still to the top side, which may mean we'll dump for 1 or 2 days. And then we'll probably rally to the upside, especially if the EMA ribbon is in its normal pattern on the weekly. You can see that you do have the 200 EMA running here below the current value of freaking Phantom, almost making contact with this value here at about 59 cents. And this value here is at about 59 cents as well. So that's what the market is entailing right now for the daily. Let's check to see what it looks like on the weekly, monkeys. Vamos a ver. Now, let me turn off all these drawings. You could see that Phantom did come up over here. It did pull down, and it seems like it's going to start running up again because that's a little bit more of a freaking a descending wedge. That's usually bullish when we freaking go up. It's a lot like the bull flag, and it does seem that on the weekly, we're still strong. I am assuming if I activate the EMA ribbon on this bad boy, that we will have a shitload of support, and boom, there you have it, man. So we'll probably get 1 or 2 days of more dumping, bro, before Phantom does continue to rally to the upside. I'm assuming that the Phantom Foundation will probably drop alpha on us gradually, bro. They won't freaking give us all the spiel up front because there's things that are going to have to change as Phantom starts gaining value. It always is that way. Twinkie, you work with a lot of projects like this. Of course, you don't work in crypto, but you see that they give you a limited amount of information, especially on products, because you know it's eventually going to end up evolving and things may have to change. What do you think about that?
Yeah, given that they're making this announcement today and they've been talking about Sonic for quite some time, they're going to be pretty far along. I mean, hell, they're already starting to roll clients out or updates to validators. So they must be very confident, and all their internal testnet stuff must have effectively passed or been rectified on this front. as far as pricing, I mentioned a moment ago, hey, I'm looking to snap some up if I like the dips on this front, because it'll be currently it's 1-to-1. I threw a link in chat there. Actually, can I get
On the voting.
a yeah, let me just show people where we're at, because I just pulled it up a second ago myself just to see how we're cruising on this one.
I'm gonna pull it up, Twinsters.
Yeah. So in this particular case, you can see that the majority thus far that have checked in are overwhelmingly voting to approve. So of the 27.3 required, minimum 55, voting can potentially end as early as 7 days, will definitely end in 30 days. It's in progress. Right now, it's overwhelming 99.9% Phantom to S migration.
Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like it's probably gonna end up going through, bro.
It's happening. Landslide, it's happening under current trend. So
Yeah, I did cite this last stream that we talked about. I think it was yesterday. Miguel did mention that Phantom is already on sale on Robinhood in the United Kingdom, and they're using that as a testing ground to go ahead and bring it over here to the United States, bro. Uh, Hopefully they put it on Robinhood. That would be freaking G, bro. So the boomers can ape in on a brand new freaking what they consider a meme coin for themselves when it's actually a solid project. You know what I'm saying, and hopefully we do get a legit Coinbase listing on this bad boy, bro. It is bullish. And I think it's way past due for a Coinbase listing, if anything.
yeah, as far as aside from, so they're gonna have a new chain, new ticker. I'd be curious to know. It's a little bit outside of crypto, but can influence things like listings and like, and some of those working relationships. I wonder if they're going to structure a separate legal entity to deal with Sonic, or if they're going to keep it all under the Phantom Foundation. I would think they would potentially keep it all under the Phantom Foundation. I'll do a little bit of back end digging on that one. Oh, it is for the viewers. It is.
Look who's here, man.
Is that the Sonic Goat?
If it is the Sonic Goat. Shout out to the Sonic Goat, man. Make sure you guys follow this cat on freaking Twitter, man. This guy has got a freaking badass meme coin out there, bro, with a lot of liquidity on freaking what was that name of that one exchange? I'm having a brain fart here, bro.
Yeah, wasn't it Equalizer?
Equalizer. There you go, man. Shout out to the Sonic Goat, man. Glad to have you here in the chat, man.
Hey, yeah. Thanks for tuning in, Goat. We hopefully we'll cross paths in person soon. So as far as the rest of this, yeah, it's super exciting to me. I wonder if they're going to be. It's a mechanism to maybe break free of some of the things that have bogged them down. Oh, as I was about to say, it's almost 5:30 Eastern on May 17th, 2024. I am sure people are going to start spoofing the S ticker hard in a bunch of different locations. The Phantom Foundation has stated it is not available to acquire as of yet. So don't get yourself rugged out there. Stay safe. There is no S token to buy at the moment. But hey, if you want to buy the S GOAT token, I know that one works. And heck, you can stake that. So yeah. Hey, GOAT, Boogie and I are fans of the project. We were on it pretty early and staked out. So thanks for tuning in.
Hey man, since he's here, bro, we can make a little bit of freaking we can make an exception and cover his token. I think that would be pretty freaking gangster, bro. I think he would like that. Let's pull this sucker up, man. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And the S GOAT token is somewhat freaking pumping. Let's check this motherfucker out, son. Current value of S GOAT is at 30 cents. It has been rallying for the past 30 freaking days, man. Next area S GOAT does need to compromise is here at about 40 cents. And then eventually we do have the 50-day moving average on the daily, which would be at, I'm sorry, it was, 40 cents. And then it would be at about 42 cents. And then hopefully we can hold up here at 44 cents, at least for a week, so we could end up climbing back freaking up, man. Let me go ahead and drop the deck screener address on this bad boy, bro. So if you cats want to follow this freaking token, you guys can. And I will do the freaking favor of also dropping the freaking ticker symbol for S GOAT. I do love this meme coin. It is one of my favorite freaking meme coins out there, bro. This cat is always super busy on freaking Twitter. So make sure you guys give him a follow. I can also share his Twitter because he does drop a lot of freaking alpha. And I think it would only be freaking fair since he has dropped by in the chat and giving us a little high. So make sure you guys follow the Phantom Goat on this bad boy. You know what I'm saying?
The artist formerly known as the Phantom Goat, right? I know the ticker's still the Phantom Goat, but I think as of this morning it was the Sonic Goat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think he changed it up, bro. This guy's always dropping alpha on freaking Phantom and shit like that. Goat, we'd love to have you on the stream. Maybe that's a possibility. Hit myself or Twinksters up. Cool. Now moving on to the next token, but before we do have to cover the fragrance of the day, and I'll make it quick. This is an awesome gym fragrance. If you cats love grapefruit, Dolce & Gabbana light blue forever, man. It is a little bit on the expensive side, bro, but if you like the smell of freaking grapefruit, this is where you go. The only setback, this motherfucker only lasts about an hour on your skin, hence why I make this sucker a freaking gym fragrance. But I've gotten a lot of compliments on it. The thing is, I would recommend you keep a decant or keep the bottle in your gym bag and spray it up, man. Spray it up. You can't freaking really offend people with this one, man. You can overspray it as well. So food for thought, monkeys.
Yeah, so Boogie, is that the one you spray on when you're gonna go throw hands at the boxing gym? So you smell good and hand out the ass whoopings?
There's not a lot of ladies at the boxing gym, homie.
Well, you're talking about smelling good in the gym. It's like, you can smell good and beat someone's ass.
Yeah, man. Well, you know what? I'll take that into consideration, bro. I'll get some freaking blue boxing gloves, bro, and I'll spray this motherfucker on, bro. Knock someone out while smelling good. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'll probably ship you one too, Twinkie. This shit is off the chain, homie. You'll definitely like it. You'll get compliments from the ladies and even your doggo, man. Let's move on to the next token, and it will be the final token of the day, cats. And we'll keep this stream short because me and Twinksters got to go run some freaking errands, man. So, of course, I have to cover an important ass token within freaking Phantom, and that is none other than Spooky Swap, or known as Boo. Current value of Spooky Swap is $2.06. Now, if I take this measuring tool here, which I already freaking drew it up, it does seem that we have started a new cycle. We've already hit freaking the 13-day mark, and we are starting a new cycle on the 20-day cycles for freaking Boo. And we could end up getting a higher low or maybe even a low here on about May 29th, which would be day 14, or possibly all the way up over here at about June 5. Immediate areas we do have to compromise. That would be $2.19. Then we would have to move up over here to where there's a decent amount of support, $2.55. And I think the final one before we really start ripping to the upside and make contact with the top is at $3.37. Now let's take this sucker over to the weekly so we can get more detailed information where we have more resistance and support to the upside. Now, again, the black lines represent the weekly, the blue lines represent the daily. And right now, a major area of resistance we do have on Boo is at about $2.35. And then the next location after that would be $3.07, man. Boo is one of my favorite freaking legitimate token projects out there. And I think a hard area to beat would be $15.45 before we go back to the all-time high of about $39. Twinksters, I could see this token easily, bro, going up to $100 in value, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it'll be real exciting to find out what that team's got going on as part of this future upgrade plan. I think a lot of us are really excited. I do want to mention that basically with a one-to-one plan, it'll be a clean chart in the future. Again, it's kind of like buying a pre-sale on the token effectively. So really exciting. If maybe you weren't super thrilled with aspects of your Phantom position before, I think you'll have some key opportunities, I think, to do some really fun things with Sonic. So I'm excited. I'm already mapping out strategies in my head about, hey, I might cut loose a few things and throw aside some extra cash on the side for some future Phantom Network and Sonic Network plays.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing though, Twinksters. Black Swan happens, bro. I'm throwing in all my dry powder into freaking Phantom, bro. And I'm probably gonna get in debt, bro, and get more freaking Phantom. Not financial advice, cats. Don't do what I'm fucking doing, bro.
Yeah. I'll actually legitimately probably sell my final 15 guitars.
Bro. I don't know if I can sell these bad boys, bro. I can't. That's like selling children, bro. bro. That's like you selling your dog, Twinkie. I can't sell those.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
man.
I can't go that far, man. You know, like there's a couple of guitars I can't let go just because they got too many stories behind them. But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, man. Twinksters, you have anything else to add, man?
We got one final comment, I think, of the evening from Z down there.
No, 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 bro. Go ask your local Italians about extra dry powder. Negative, homie. Negative. Do not follow this guy's information, bro.
Yeah. They were asking me how I can wear these shoes. They seem awfully heavy. You know, they kind of like get way down like concrete.
Yeah,
So
bro.
yeah,
Fuck
we see what
that,
we got
bro.
going. We got another guest rolling through, Boogie. Somebody else just popped in the chat too.
Yeah, dude. So check this out, man. Freaking, we got my amigo here. Freaking dollar cost crypto. I don't believe him. Lies, haram. Of course, Mr. DCC is freaking joking. DCC is my homie, bro. He is the person that actually got me into freaking Phantom, bro. This cat has got badass freaking alpha. I hope you monkeys made it to the crypto mindset course, bro. And you're freaking seeing the alpha that him and Charlie are freaking dropping, man. If you guys are not part of the crypto mindset, make sure you guys join the Citadel. In no way am I being freaking funded for freaking marketing and shit. It's just I just want you cats to go ahead and freaking make it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there are two parts to that, right? Shout out to DCC and Charlie. Always appreciate their support and their guidance through the crypto space. So I know that they turned me on to some side Phantom plays last cycle, which worked out beautifully on that for some of those other hairy projects and the like on that front. So that was pretty awesome. And I think a big part of it is, aside from the education of how to look at things, is how to not get wrecked. And so certainly their courses are very comprehensive. In fact, I know Boogie, you and I have talked about this since we signed up. We've been in every course, right? We keep going back.
Man.
Clearly, there's a reason. They got a quality education and quality product system. Same thing. I know Z is in those courses as well and continues to show up. So yeah, definitely go check them out. Well worth it. Don't get wrecked. Stack some cash. Make some gains.
Mucho dinero. And then DCC goes, he says, whitewashing season S token, LOL, Coinbase wash. You know what I'm saying? Freaking DCC, man. We got El Hexicano Americano with the Lumbre or the Fuego. Yeah, you are correct, man. Zenith, big webinar tonight. Be there or be poor, bro.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my other homie here, Moonpill Rational Optics. Zenith, laugh out loud. I can hook you up, man. Hey, where can they follow you at, Twinkie?
Yeah, at Mr. Angry Twinkie on socials. I'm in the Telegram groups for all sorts of stuff. So you can just toss me a DM or hit me up on Twitter or whatever else at Mr. Angry Twinkie. Punch it into Google. You will find me. How about yourself, Boogie?
Of course, the name as follows, as you can see it on my freaking screen, US Crypto _ Boogie for Instagram. Also, doggone Twitter. But on Rumble, it is just Crypto _ Boogie. Twinksters, I recommend you come on over to Rumble as well, man. If they do end up buying that freaking TikTok app, bro, it is going to freaking do very well, especially as we approach election season, because people are going to be looking for alternative sources of media outside of YouTube. Because you saw what happened last election, so food for thought, man. It wouldn't be a bad idea to swing on over to Rumble, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll have to talk offline about some moves.
All right, cats. Make sure you guys like the video. I see 47 people here. We had two important people in this chat, Mr. DCC and freaking the Phantom Goat. Make sure you guys like the video. Subscribe to the channel, bro. Subscribe to my homie's freaking channel, Mr. Angry Twinkie. I highlighted his name at the bottom. And I will catch you monkeys on the flip side. Of course, Twinksters. Yeah, boom.